This particular measure had been before the subcommittee and the full council before, and this was coming back with the language drafted by KP Law for us to approve. We did make two changes. Section 3, it talked about the Board of Assessors of the town of North Attleboro reviewing the applications which they create, and if they felt that they had excessive assets. We had, when we first spoke at Finance Subcommittee and again at the full council, the only thing they were considering was the value of the home and the income. There was no other look at assets. So we changed that to be the assets described herein. And the other was whether or not they had to live in North Attleboro for 10 years or in Massachusetts for 10 years. This is, again, something that we can revisit each year when we set the rates. And when we approve our other tax exemptions. And we had decided that it would be in North Attleboro for 10 years. Remember, the ultimate goal here was to protect North Attleboro seniors who were being priced out of their homes. If we find after the first year that we have too many or too few applicants, we can always look at the qualifying criteria again, but those were the only two changes we made to the draft language.
I'm glad to support this. It's changed since it was introduced. It's become more of a true team effort, and this is going to help seniors. The slight changes I would have preferred were to give the assessor a little more discretion for assets, like if someone has $1 million, then they wouldn't be eligible. And then the other thing, I would have increased the threshold from the average property to a little above average, say like 20%. But I understand this was discussed at length. Many people put a lot of time into it, and I'm happy to be part of the team.
Like Council Gould, fully support this. I like the changes. In particular, I just wanted to say about the change to the residency requirement, making it North Attleboro. I think it's important to remember that we're doing this through a tax shift, so it'll be shifted on to other residents of North Attleboro. So I think it's important that it benefits people who've lived in the town, so it's their peers, their neighbors, as opposed to just somebody who may have moved here a year. Not that they may not need the help, but since we are shifting the burden onto other taxpayers in North Attleboro, I think it just makes sense to limit it to somebody who's lived in North Attleboro.
It requires a majority vote. If it passes with a majority vote, it will then be sent to Senator Feeney and Rep. Scanlon to introduce as a special act to be introduced to the legislature for approval. Then we should have that back after they vote, and then we can enact it and put it into place. And we've already worked with the Board of Assessors. They've got the form ready to go, and we're prepared to receive this. And starting in, Cheryl, July is when we estimate that we'll open this up.
All right, I have a motion. I did, right? From
Yes. And a
John and
second.
Keith. Sir, if there's no further discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? That motion passes 9-0. Excellent. Nice job, folks.